Hey guys. So first of all, thanks to the guests who came today to our Raise Your Vibe event. But for those who were not able to make it, we're just going to do a quick summary of what you guys missed, and hopefully you can join us. We're thinking of having one towards the end of the summer. So this is just to give you an idea of what we went over. So again, the point of the event was we just wanted to go over some things that helped us, well, at least helped me for the past year, the things I've been learning about raising my vibe, my positive attitude. You know how they say that the law of attraction, law of vibration attracts people. So that's what we're sharing tonight. We shared tonight. They say our inner world creates our outer world. So basically, I just want to go over four key foundations that helped me in the past year and a half. So that way you guys can, try to see if you guys need it. And I'm all about sharing, and especially when something that's, has been working for me or us, we always like to share it. So that was the whole point of the event. So to quickly go over it, four key foundations. The first one was mindfulness, which to me is, how to change your focus. We always have to be conscious of what our thoughts are. And for me, a few things that hit the button for this foundation was affirmations, breathing, regrouping, and listening to podcasts. So affirmations is something that's important to us. We do it every day.
We support each other. We send each other affirmations every morning, or at least by the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's something that helps us because, that I am statements are really great because we need that in ourselves. We need that for ourselves, for our goals, just for motivational. So that's something that helped us a lot. The breathing technique, I've actually been using the box breathing that I looked up. I did some research on it. I saw many videos, but I actually found one that really helped me. I was going to share it, but I just realized that I didn't have it set up. So let me see if I can find it really quick. It's really simple. Let me just give me 1 second. It's still on here. It is. So let me see if I can get it to share.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, yes. So how do I share this? Let's click on
Share it.
where?
Green.
Oh, yes. Desktop. No, right?
No, you want
This one.
that one.
Share. And we're going to do this. And this is just a short 2 minutes.
Tom Wolf here. Today I want to teach you an awesome technique for breathing that will help to lower stress and to provide you with more energy. Here's how it works. This is actually a technique that the Navy SEALs use to prepare for stressful situations. It's called box breathing. Here's how you do it. You breathe in for 5 counts and try and fill your lungs complete with air. And then you hold your breath for 5 seconds. And then you exhale for 5 seconds. And then hold your breath without any air for 5 seconds. And then repeat about 4 or 5 times the whole cycle. That helps to train you so that you breathe much deeper. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. It's a deep breathing. And what it does some unique things. First of all, it lowers stress by naturally relaxing your whole system. It also provides more oxygen for your brain so you can actually focus better. It also provides you with more energy so that you can do a lot more in a lot less time. And it works great whether you're a Navy SEAL or whether you're preparing for a business meeting. Either way, it works the same. Practice it every day and you'll find yourself more relaxed in stressful situations, less natural anxiety, and the ability to focus intensely. That's it. Thanks a lot. I'm Tom Wolf, helping you live the good life through health.
So that's how simple it is. That was actually one of the videos that resonated. Well, I loved so much. It was short to the book. So that's something that I use and I share a lot. So I wanted to just show that on there. The other one is after the breathing, the regrouping. That always helps out. I'm the type of person that if something is bothering me, if I don't say it right away, I like to just gather myself, regroup myself. I'm huge on lists. I do pro and cons lists all the time. And then I go back and, if I need to have a conversation with somebody, then I'll do it. So those two actually help in situations like that. And the last one is for the mindfulness is listening or reading to a book or a podcast that's going to raise your vibe. So I'm huge with TED Talks. I love them. Even motivational music. I love to listen every morning. Those are things that help me. But I actually wanted to share also a TED Talk of this girl that I bumped into her, like one of her videos. I don't remember how long ago, but it's a video that I watch at least once a month because I feel it's so powerful and it helps me stay mindful. I try to do it at the beginning of the month so that I can just start that month fresh. So I just give me a minute while I just set it up so I can share it with you guys because it's really a great one also that I feel that I need to share with you guys. And of course, if you, what happened here?
Exit to
Oh yes, there we go. So, where are we? No. Her name is Kalina. And I forgot to say. And I'm just going to fast forward it to what I want her to show you.
For the sake of time. Hi, I'm Kalina, and this is the beginning of an experiment called Big Talk. I wanted to be able to go out, meet new people, and instead of just make small talk, actually have deeper, meaningful conversations with them. Kalina.
Get your hand on TV. Hey, I got it.
What do I want to do before I die? Oh man, jeez. That's a deep question.
Oh, or what do I want to do when I grow up? You mean job-wise? That's a hard one.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Is it just one thing?
Well,
I want to learn how to scuba dive.
travel the Appalachian Trail.
Go to the priest and make a confession.
I'd like to be a herpetologist. Somebody who studies reptiles and amphibians.
See my kids graduate from college.
Make every moment count.
Live without any alcohol and drugs and problems, big problems like that, and just be happy day by day.
Being able to reconcile with my father and say I love you to him.
I want to have a wife and kids. I wrote like an essay on it when I was in 5th grade, and I remember all my friends made fun of me because everyone was like, I want to be a sports star or a movie star, but I just want a wife and kids.
I'll be happy because I already lived, before I lived very bad. I was homeless for 13 years.
Maybe call a lot of my friends.
I'd probably text all my friends.
I would take a road trip to go see someone today. I can't say. I would tell them that I love them. Yeah,
Do they know you love them?
I think so.
What would I want to do today? If I was
Yeah.
to die tomorrow. If I knew I was going to die tomorrow. Be with my family.
If I knew I was going to die tomorrow, I'd get on the airplane to go be with my son. You know, it's literally, I'll say the most significant relationship that I have. Being 18 and having a baby.
If I were dying, I'd love to have Charlie on my bed. Ray was dying. He had this little fluffy dog that cuddled right next to him and would not. Oh, that's fascinating. There's a dog park. What?
Be in denial, thinking it ain't gonna happen anymore. I can't die.
My mom said that
the day before she died that if she were to die tomorrow, she would have lived the fullest life ever. And then she died unexpectedly the next day. So this is very personal. But so Taylor's always been of utmost importance to me.
Yeah, so that video is really powerful. Every time I listen to it, I still get goosebumps. I think the first time I watched it, I cried because it's just me. But again, that video, like I said, I listen to it every month because it just, it's so powerful, and it just brings me back to, being mindful. You have to think of your thoughts. You have to know your surroundings, and
Live every moment
yes,
like it's your last.
yes. Lastly, the last thing is meditation. That's something that I have been doing for a while now. Every morning, I try to get up at least 20 minutes. If not, it's 10 minutes that I do. It's just something that I love because, for one, it's free. I don't need to have a cute outfit or anything. It's just something for myself. I decluttered my room, and I have this spot for me, and I just put my yoga mat there, and it's just a moment for me and my body, just to be with my body. Because sometimes, we're always rushing, we're always on the go, and we forget about our body sometimes. And sometimes just to be as one with your body and just your thoughts, it's important. And, it's something that you need. So
Your mind is going so many miles a minute, and you're thinking so many things, and you just need time to just calm your thoughts.
Yeah. So I start my day with that. And before I end my day, I'm a very, I have a big faith, and I always pray. And my last, thoughts is try to think of something positive, a positive intention that I'm going to do for the next day. That's how I end my day also. So those are things that has helped me as in regards to the mindfulness foundation. Next, I want to touch on personal growth. Personal growth is also how I like to call it, as stimulating our mind. That's something that for me has been huge this past year, even though a little bit more when I was in graduate school, but mainly for the line of work that I'm in now. I locked arms with this company, and part of the company, it's a lot of personal growth, a lot of setting goals, and um, being I always knew I was meant for more. So this personal growth, I guess, routine or journey that I've been on, it's helped me not only business wise, but also in my personal life. I'm a runner. That's another huge passion of mine. So as far as personal growth goes, I've been reading a lot of running books. I'm in a run club. We have a book club every 4 months, and it's something that has helped me not just, with the running, but just as far as, putting myself out there, being part of and getting to know more people in our communities. Brene Brown is also another huge leader in this personal growth, I guess, element. She is actually partnered up with the company that we locked arms with, and she has this whole Brave Leaders program that um, she
Launched.
she launched for some of us that reach a certain level in the company, and that kind of thing that we've been learning from our team is just amazing. I knew of Brene Brown when I was in graduate school. I somehow, doing some research paper, I found her, and her videos, her talks are just amazing. She's also in TED Talks, so that's how I found her. That's when I began my whole TED Talk. I love listening to them. It's always something that gets me going. It's all about positive. But I did want to show you like a small, 2-minute clip of one of her talks, just so that you can see, because when you watch it, it makes you think, and it just sets the tone for like that month, like I said, or that week, that when you need it. So let me just see if I can pull it up really quick. Is this one right? Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna hang this, and then we're gonna do this. And
Why are we making such a big deal? Because everything is on sale at Raymore
sorry
and
for the
Flanagan.
commercial.
Save up to 33%.
by walking you into a scene in a movie, and then I want y'all to tell me what happens next. Christmas Eve. Beautiful night, light snowfall. Young family of 4 in the car on the way to Grandma's house for dinner. They're listening to the radio station, the one that starts playing the Christmas music like right at Halloween. Jingle Bells comes on, the kids in the back seat go crazy. Everyone breaks into song. The camera pans in on the faces of the kids, the mom, dad. What happens next? Car crash. 60% of people say car crash. 60%. Another 10 to 15% have equally fatalistic answers, but more creative. I have the camera cuts to the oncologist who is looking at the bad news that he's going to share the day after Christmas. They get to grandmother's house, everyone's dead, a serial killer's on the loose. And I had one dude who worked in a shark attack. I did. What's interesting to me about this, and it's an indictment a little bit of the media, which I wouldn't so much care about, except that I'm a vulnerability researcher, and I've spent the last 10 years studying vulnerability. And I cannot tell you how many hundreds and hundreds of stories that I've collected from people who that is their response, not just to media, but in their real lives. How many parents I've interviewed who will say, and I'm looking at my children and they're sleeping and I'm on this, just the verge of bliss, and I picture something horrible happening. Do you know this? Yes. I get the promotion and I get to fly up to headquarters, to find out about my new job and what's going to happen. Plane crashes. The fatalistic response is not universal. We're not all like that. But it is a symptom of an issue that is both universal and, I believe, profoundly dangerous. And that is, we are losing our tolerance for vulnerability. And in our culture, what do we think is synonymous with vulnerability?
Right, so that's just like a small clip. That talk is actually really good, but again, she's now really big, but when I first found her stuff, nobody knew of her, but now she actually just came out with Netflix series, yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. But she's taught me a lot about vulnerability. I've come out of my shell. I've been able to talk more to people. Like last month, remember I told you I was doing doing something that scares you every day, mm-hmm. Talking to a stranger every day. Those kind of things are part of the personal growth that, I've been doing, and things that I've been learning in this journey that I've been doing for the past year. And that's what we're here for. And that's what I'm sharing for, because I know these are things that everyone knows of. They're obvious, but they don't get done, and they're just put in the back burner because we're just so busy living. And, sometimes you just have to take a step back and just, focus or refocus on what it is that's important.
Even if you have to schedule it in, put it as, block off time and say, this is the time that I'm going to take for me,
Yeah. Then the next thing is actually health. Health is another foundation, and I like to call it be aware of your body. So healthy, being health, health, actually, there's so many elements in it, but I'm just going to go through like 4 that are huge for me. I have my notes here. So it's water, sunlight, exercise, and fruits and veggies. So it's always important to be conscious of what we're putting in our body. You know how that saying goes that, you are what you eat. That's so important. That's so real. I don't even know how to say it anymore, but water, for one, is something that I've always done, even before I started this whole journey of mine. I drink a gallon of water every day. Well, I'm lying. Monday through Friday. Like weekends is my break. Mm-hmm. But a gallon of water every day. We have to be hydrated. It's important. Water's huge because our body is basically made up of 60% of water. So that's another thing that's important that, I want to point out. So the body is 60% of water, 70% of that is from the brain and the heart, and 83% of it is lungs. And I want to point that out because there's this study that Dr. Emoto, he actually did a water project, and that was when I saw of it, when I was told of it, and I read up about it, and he actually has a video somewhere on YouTube. But basically, his water project is that he had two separate, containers of water, and one container he was really nasty to it. He cursed at it. He was mean to it. He ignored it, and it went on for a few days. And then the other container of water, he was kind to it. He loved it. He acknowledged it. He was just as one with it, basically. And with, as the days went on, what happened was that the water that he was kind to stayed as water and looked at water, but the one that he was mean to, it became dirty water. It was brownish. It was just bad. So when I saw that was so powerful, because if you think of it as, if our body is made up of so much water, if we sometimes, I know I used to catch myself saying, oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, my hair is a mess. My skin, I'm so this, I'm so that. We can't tell ourselves that because, we become that. So it's important that we only give ourselves positive affirmations, positive thoughts, because we become what we say, what we think. Even if we don't say it and we think it, it stays within us. So it's important that we change that. So that's the water part of it. Sunlight is huge because I love the sun. Everybody knows that I love the beach and the water and the ocean and sharks, but sunlight is huge because I know everybody says, oh my God, be scared of the sun, wear your sunscreen and all that stuff, which is true. So many
people are deficient in vitamin D.
Yes, there's so many people out there that are deficient in vitamin D. So it's important that when you get the chance, take that 5-minute walk, park your car farther away to the grocery store just so you can stay out there and be as one with the sun, because it's important and it helps our body. It's something that, it sounds so lame and little, but every little day, that 5-10 minute, sunlight, it does make a difference in our body. So that one's big. The next exercise, I'm a runner, so I tend to be active. But even if you're not a runner or you're not enrolled in a gym, it's so easy to just get out there and just be active for 20 minutes. I know my mom would never step foot into a gym or go running with me, but she, we walk occasionally. She always takes 15 or 20 minutes for herself, get on the elliptical. If you're on the elliptical, do some jumping jacks. It's so important for our body to get our bodies and our blood flowing. It's really important because that's...
Take a break, at work, just take a break, walk up and down the stairs, and do both. Get your sunlight in and get your exercise in. Walk outside, during your break so that you get it in, as much as you can.
Or where you're in the bathroom, those squats, do 5 squats. As girls want their booty looking nice, do those 5 squats. But yeah, that's important. But lastly, my favorite, well, not really my favorite. I mean, it is my favorite, but fruits and veggies. I say it's not my favorite because I was never a veggie lover. That's something that I struggled with all my life.
And me, it's fruit.
Yeah,
so
we're
we balance each other out.
Absolutely. But I never used to eat my veggies. It was hard for me, but they're so important in our lives. They say that we should be eating foods that have high frequencies. And if you look it up, those kinds of foods are fruits and veggies. It goes back to the basics. You got to listen to your parents, your grandparents, eat your fruits and veggies. It's so true. Even now, I know there's some trending posts out there that, doctors now are prescribing, fruits and veggies because that's really medicine. Medicine, that really, it's not man-made and it does really help you. It's natural.
And the body knows what to do with that. The body knows what to do with the fruits and vegetables, the naturalness of it, instead of, all the processed things that we eat.
Mm-hmm. And it's so important. Even we're supposed to be eating 7 to 13 fruits and veggies every day, and it has to be very different ones. I know, and that's just somebody who's not active. So imagine if you are somebody who goes to the gym, you need to double that. It's hard. I know for me, I never did that. I used to make veggie shakes every day, and I still didn't do that. That's why I love Juice Plus, and which is the company that I end up with, and it's the product. I fell in love with the product, which is what attracted me to be a part of their mission, because their product is fruits and veggies in capsules. They were able to find a way to get, that's the veggies, that's the fruits, and we have the berries as well. These three together, these are the berries. These three combined, 2 capsules a day, it gives me over 30 fruits and veggies. Over 30 fruits and veggies. And that's just amazing, because I know I could never do that. If I went to Whole Foods and I bought a bunch of fruit, it'd be so, first of all, so expensive. Second of all, how am I going to cook all this stuff? Or how am I going to juice it? I'm not going to get up every morning. No.
And it goes bad after a while if you don't use it all. You know, it. God knows how it came to you. It's probably half already, you know, withered, and by the time you try to eat it, there's no nutrients in it.
Yeah. With these capsules, the best thing is, I know there's many things out there that anyone can look up if they're looking to either better their immune system or just get more nutrients into their bodies, or just, you know, to be healthy. I always recommend, you know, 3 things that stand out to me when I was introduced to this Juice Plus was, number 1, it's food. It has a nutrition facts label, as you can see there that Leslie's pointing. This is FDA approved, so that means that it's food. It's the same kind of label that you're going to see in a bag of broccoli at the grocery store. The other thing is it's NSF certified. You see that label there? That label is very important for 2 things. One, it's just, it basically says, it's kind of just says that it,
whatever's in the bottle is what is in the bottle, because there's many products that say that they can write whatever, but they test it, and it's like a neutral party that tests the soil, tests the equipment, and they test and make sure that what's in the capsules and what's in the product is really in the product. So you know that if it says whatever it says on here, whatever fruits or vegetables that are on there, that's what's in there.
No supplements added, and that's big for athletes, because I know so we just partnered up with the women's USA volleyball in the Olympics, and I know for them they always get tested to make sure they're not taking additional supplements or steroids, and NSF certification is huge for that. Also, they do test for E. coli and all these other bacteria that, you know, nowadays we've seen so many food and product getting recalled. You know, this is huge. So that was something that attracted me to it. And the last thing that was huge for me was it's scientifically proven. There's over, I think it's 38 now, professional medical studies that show and educate people on what these capsules can do. So when I was introduced and I did my homework, I was like, wow, this is like, because, you know, I'm a skeptical person. I'm very hard at trusting people. So, and my sister too. So I told her, hey, I found this, check it out. We both did our homework and we're like, yo, it's like legit, like the Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons? I'm telling you, I always wanted the Jetsons, that little food in a capsule. This is it. And I'm not saying this is a food replacement. It's not. It's just bridging the gap to what we should be eating, because we should be eating the 7 and 13 fruits and veggies, and we don't. So this is just easy and so doable.
It's a go-to. It's like a to-go thing. Also, you know, I love it. I'm a mom, so I love it because you could also get them in gummy form. So I give these to my son. Also, my mother loves these. My grandmother, she's 95. So I love that anybody can take them. So in my family, from 95 years old to 8 years old. And there's no warning label, and they can take it without no problem. They can take as much as they want. It doesn't matter. I also love the shakes, because especially like for my grandma, sometimes she needs additional protein and things like that. And, you know, they try to like, let her have, you know, what is it? Like Ensure or something. And with this, she doesn't have to worry about all that extra sugar, and she's getting the nutrients that she needs to, you know, rebuild and keep herself 95 years, you know, young.
And it's ingredients that we actually know and we can actually pronounce.
And read. Yeah.
I know. When I look now, I'm so like, when I look at ingredients, I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is. I'm not going to eat it.
And they're delicious.
Yes.
That's the other thing.
We just made tonight. We had them try the mango. We had mango smoothies.
Over? I think we did. Let me see.
Yeah, we had mango smoothies and they were delicious. The other day I made pancakes out of the complete. So it's just so much that, you know, you can get out of
I
it.
don't know if you can see it, but it's like little mango. We had little mango samples, and everybody loved them. And we also have chocolate. So we have the
It's my fave.
yeah, the chocolate and the vanilla, and it just, even though it has all those vegetables in it, it does not taste like, you know, nastiness or like vegetables. You know, it tastes like chocolate and vanilla, and it's really good. And you can give them to the kids. Sometimes I even put some, you know, I can give Matthew, my son, give him a little bit of you know, if I need him to get a little more nutrients in his body, so that he doesn't get sick or anything, which he hasn't in a while. And I pour some of the capsule into the shake, and it gives him additional benefits. So it's great. I love it.
So before we end with the health foundation, I just want to share another 2-minute video. And again, I'm very visual, which is why I love sharing these videos, but it will just give you another view of why we love this product, and it's been so helpful for us.
It is so important to color your plate because every color has different properties, different nutrients that really help your body. The colors represent all the different phytonutrients that are inside those fruits and vegetables. So the more colorful your plate is, the healthier you're eating. When your mom said to eat your fruits and vegetables and eat the rainbow, you have to eat all of it.
It's funny because I just had a new baby and my mother-in-law went shopping for me and she knew exactly what to buy. The pineapple, the strawberry, the broccoli, the carrots. Like, that's our rainbow.
There's all these phytonutrients we know in fruits and vegetables, and people usually just don't eat the amount because
A lot of us don't necessarily come from a place where we like a lot of variety.
Without Juice Plus, you tend to buy the same types of fruits and vegetables.
We tend to go to our favorites. Every restaurant we go to, when you order a vegetable, it's carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. That's a little bit of the rainbow, but do you eat your elderberries every day?
An apple, an orange, kale, parsley, whatever it may be for good health.
If you have all that color on your plate, it makes eating fun. It's just prettier to eat. You eat with your eyes first, whether it's putting lots of different fruits in your smoothie in the morning or having a salad with lots of different fruits and vegetables. When you're taking care of your body and you're doing something every day that's good for you, you're more likely to take other positive steps towards better health. So I think Juice Plus helps with that.
you just eliminate all the excuses of, oh, I can't get my fruits and vegetables. This solves that problem.
And that's why I love Juice Plus, because it is a simple way for you to nourish your body every single day.
Yeah, that's basically it. So to end the night, we're just going to go over the last foundation, which is abundance. Abundance. Wow. So that was something new for me in this journey that I've been taking. I've also labeled it, to me, it makes more sense as calling it changing your environment. Sometimes, you know, we find ourselves in our comfort zones and, you know, we think we're okay there, but there's more out there. I always knew I was meant for more. So it also comes down to sharing. Sharing, to me, sharing is big. Sharing is caring, and always knowing that there is enough for everyone, not just, you know, being greedy and only me. In the many, I don't know, I guess, how can I explain it? In the many positions that I've had, you know, I've known Leslie for forever. You know, we met at Berkeley. She was my boss. And, you know, it's crazy because we always used to say that, you know, I always used to tell her, you know, hey, by the way, you know, when we worked together, it was the best years of our lives. I think we had the best Berkeley years ever. And I would always tell her when she leaves, you know, she has to take me with her because, you know, we always wanted to be together, work together. And, you know, that's what we wanted to do. We even at one point, I think we said we wanted to franchise something
Right.
just so we can just live together. And it was just crazy. But anyway, the point was that it turned around and I was, you know, eventually I left.
She left first, and then so she took me with her.
I did. And now, like, you know, now that, you know, when I locked arms with this company, this Juice Plus company last year, the first person I thought of was, of course, Leslie. I'm like, oh my God, listen, you need to do this with me because this is it. I found it. I know what we're going to do. And, you know, our goal is just, you know, just to be able to have more time for ourselves, more times with our family, you know, And with this company, the community is so amazing because I've learned something that I've never learned in any other job before, that it's not about, how we always say, I would like to have that promotion, or, you can never, like, I know in another job or in my previous jobs, you can't say, oh, I want to be like her, I want to get to that position, because it's really hard to, because sometimes those
It's limiting.
it's very
and
limited.
There's only one or two. There's no. It's very hard to. Sometimes you're just at that one stage, and there's nowhere for you to go.
Yeah, you can't. It's like a dead end job.
Mm-hmm.
So in this community, it's so amazing how everyone here is just wanting you to move up, and it's like it's
uplifting. And
it's completely
everybody helping each other, and there's no competition or anything like that. We just all help each other. We all share, and we all share each other's experiences and any benefits and whatever to help.
And
us
we all
out.
learn together. I know in many jobs, sometimes if I learn something new, at least I'm that person that I'm going to show you, hey, look, it's an easier way to do this. But I know in some jobs, persons that find themselves in that experience, they don't want to share that because they might think, oh no, they're going to take my job. But no. So, I guess the best way to give you an idea of what abundance means to me, just to give you a little story of my business story, which I was mentioning about how me and Leslie, and when I was introduced to the Juice Plus company, I fell in love with the product, which is what was introduced to me, the product. And again, I loved it. I did my research on it, and I started taking it. My family started taking it, and our health changed completely. If you know me, I was someone who always got sick. I would always get the colds that turned into bronchitis, pneumonia, and all this stuff. And it basically sucked. I'm a runner, and that always stopped me from running. For the past 7 years, I've tried to do half marathons, and I was never able to do it. I registered many times to do the Brooklyn Half, and by the halfway through my training, I had to stop because the bronchitis was too much, and I had to get on antibiotics, and the doctors would say this and that, and then my mother would be like, no. So anyway, but I'm happy to say that since I started taking this product, I haven't been sick. The few times that I've tried to get sick, what I did was overdose on them, since I love that I can do that because there's no warning labels, and it makes me feel better right away. But I have not been sick. I have not been on any medication, any antibiotics. I was addicted to Theraflu. I used to buy it in bulk. Leslie knows this because I worked with Leslie for like 10 years, and she can attest that I used to drink that like it was Kool-Aid. But I haven't had any of that. And I'm finally, this year was the first year that I was finally able to run my Brooklyn Half. I was so excited. I didn't do the best timing that I want, but it's because, now I'm old, and I'm much slower than what I was 7 years ago. But I was able to do it, and that was huge for me. That was so big for me. It was a great accomplishment that I love, and I'm so happy that I was able to do it. And I'm so grateful that, the person that shared Juice Plus with me had the courage to share it and did not feel like, oh no, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be annoying. No, be annoying, because she reached out to me, and, I heard.
You never know.
You
like with her, she shared it with me, and to me, I feel like that was the most amazing thing, because my husband got into an accident and he has nerve damage, and because of Juice Plus, he's able to have more movement. Obviously, he's not 100%, but this has helped him tremendously to be able to function a little better and be able to do the little things that he couldn't do before because he was just in too much pain. So I'm grateful.
Yes, we're both grateful. And, with this company, we have that, that end goal that, we can actually be those big people, and we can actually leave it's our exit strategy, to the normal 9 to 5, because we don't want to be working every day and clocking in and having that alarm clock go off. No, me and Les, we're going to be like hanging out, having brunch, picking up Matthew. Yes, because we know that we can do that, because this company has been out there for over
50 years.
50 years now.
And just goes to over 25.
Yes. So it's like, look it up, Google it, and that's what we're here for, and we just want to share it with others, because even if you just want to do it as a part-time, great, do it. But the most important thing is that we're helping people get healthy. You know, the people that I've shared it with, my customers, they're so grateful their kids are eating and they're not getting sick. And my other customer the other day is like, oh yeah, I went to the doctor and my blood level before was I don't know the terms, but anyway, but the point is his stuff was really good. And he's like, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I'm like, it's not a coincidence. It's a Juice Plus. He's like, yeah, I think it is. I have to. So it's,
for like my older people, like I have a friend that, she works with me too. And, she loves the stuff. I mean, she loves the naturalness of it. She's worried about taking other things that she doesn't know what's in it, and she likes to do the whole plant and whole food thing. And she's a grandma and she wants to be around for her grandkids and her daughters, and she wants to feel 100% because her mind is all there and she wants her body to match. So the Juice Plus helps her.
Of course. But yeah, that's why we do it. And again, that's why I do it. That's part of my why. I like to be a difference, make a difference in other people's lives. My other why is my mother. I want to retire her. I don't want her to work anymore. I want her to be able to stay home, take care of my kids eventually. Me too. Damn it. But anyway, her. And I just want her to be able to hang out with us. When we have that thing, I want to quit my job in 2 years and just do this full time and help people and help my team get to where they want to get to. And higher education, that's where I'm in right now. That's big for me. Berkeley is always in my heart because I met amazing people that I still talk to every day. And in Berkeley, I grew up there, my years. I grew up there. I graduated. I was the first in my family to graduate. I had my MBA there, and it's such a big part of my life that eventually, when I'm able to get to where I want to in this company, I want to be able to give back to Berkeley. They have this Berkeley Foundation, and I want to be a sponsor because Berkeley is always going to be in my. Oh, sorry. Just got scared. I don't want to burn the house down. But yeah, that's what I want to do. And with this company, I know there's no limits. We can do what we want, and it's just I love traveling. So hello.
My end game is that my worry is that because my husband's sick, being at work every day and not knowing if he's, he'd be doing the most. And I don't know what he's in pain and he's a man and he doesn't want to tell me all the time when he hurts. And my hurt is that, God forbid, that I'm not there. That's my stress, that I'm not there and he's going to need me and I'm at work and, he's not going to call me or he's not going to be able. And I want to be home so that, I know that I'm there with him for what he needs. So that's why I do it. So
yes, you can personalize it to whatever you want, but the mission is to go out there, be more, because we're all meant for more, and go be positive, go raise your vibe, go attract people, manifest, you
personal growth,
all that stuff,
podcasts, listen to all that, you that energy, you're attracting that energy, bring that vibe to you, bring that energy and that positivity to you.
Yes. But yeah, again, we just wanted to give you a quick summary of what you guys missed. It was amazing tonight.
Yeah, we had a good time.
And again, like I said, we may have another one towards the end of the summer. So if you want to get on the list, let me know. You can either comment on this video or you can just follow us, I'm on Instagram as Glint of Bliss. Leslie's on as
Mama Bear.
Mama Bear, but she's tagged on my picture, so if anything, but yeah, definitely reach out to us
for Healthy Mama Bear.
Healthy Mama Bear, because she is my Mama Bear.
She gave me that name, so that's why I have it.
But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video.
I hope you learned something. I hope that we've brought you some value, and we're gonna continue bringing value either in person or through the Zoom calls, and we hope you enjoy it.
And you have your event.
I have an event
in 2 weeks.
Yes. So if this is within the time frame of you watching this video, and I will be having a detox, like a little detox workshop, and it's going to be on June 22nd at 12:30 to 2. So I hope you all come and, visit and, come.
Look for it on
Yeah,
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite. You may have to search for it by the city first, and then it says it's New Brunswick, and then it'll be New Jersey dash detox dash workshop. And once you put New Jersey dash detox, you'll be able to find it. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna teach you a whole bunch of things about the, what is it? The eco-friendly environment, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yes,
So
it won't be
come
too
join.
long.
No,
Just like
no.
tonight, it was about an hour.
Yeah,
So just mingling and talking.
Yeah,
And for those that can't make it, if they're out or have vacation plan, at the end of the night, we will be doing another video summary just like this.
Yeah,
Okay?
we'll do a highlight for those that couldn't make it. So.
All right, guys.
All right,
Thanks
thank
again for
you.
watching. Like the
Bye.
video. Bye.